recording us. Okay, so we are recording. Let's see, I need to get back to the beginning of this. That would be helpful. All right, so I want to welcome you guys onto this. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy Sunday to be here on this webinar. It's really my honor to spend a little time with you and, of course, tell you about this amazing company and an opportunity that's really, it's changed my life and the lives of so many others. Certainly whoever invited you to this webinar tonight. We are, I am, and the other coach on here, we're part of an amazing team within this company, Team Beachbody, and it's doing great right now. We are in the middle of happen to be in the middle of the fourth quarter of our business year, and this is really, for us, kind of the most exciting time of the business year. And of course, we are coming up on New Year's, which is even bigger. So that's part of the reason that we do these webinars about our coaching business every single week, especially right now, because we want to, if this is something that you're really seriously considering and looking into, we want to really help you get started right now during this exciting time and get to changing your life physically and hopefully financially as well. So tonight, I'm going to introduce you a little bit more to me, but of course to this great company. And we'll keep it basic and short, really just about 30 minutes. But we'll get into really every facet of Beachbody, from the history of this company to what we do as coaches. And our aim is that, by the end of this, you'll understand why we're so passionate about what we do. And you'll hopefully see how you could fit into this as well. And some of this you may have already heard, but some of it you may not know. So I just invite you to sit back and relax and listen, maybe take some notes. And so with that, we'll get going. So the first question that I want to ask you, that we always ask at the beginning of this to consider, is that if time and health and money were no issue for you in your life, then what would you do with an extra $100 a week or $500 a week or even $1,000 a week? I don't know if that's something that you've ever pondered. What would, and we have some examples here of what these different amounts of money extra per week, what you could do with that. So an extra $100 a week could be certainly fun things, extra things like movies or a date night, maybe manicure, pedicure, but it could certainly go to help for certain essential things that for people living paycheck to paycheck, we'd be so grateful for. So, not being so worried about the gas, maybe daycare if that's an issue for you, extra grocery money. Well, how about an extra $500 a week? You think further, what would that help out with? Well, certainly like it has for me, my minivan, my gnarly old, I had called her soccer mom, people name their cars. My minivan of, like, how long did I have her? 9 years. She gave out back in May of this year, and I had to get a new car. And thanks to the extra money that I earn as a Beachbody coach, it's helping me out with my car note. How about school tuition? That it helps me with that too. My husband and I have both of our kids. I have 2 kids, and they're in a private school that's really important to us. And so it's wonderful to be able to make this extra money to help out with that. You could certainly put it into savings. A lot of people want that extra money to put away for retirement, maybe to be able to start working from home, or certainly can go to, it can make a huge difference in paying off debt. Extra $1,000 a week. Well, then we're really talking, because what could you do? You could help pay down your mortgage quicker. You could certainly travel. give more to the causes that that are important to you? What about college tuition? Because we all know that college is not cheap, and the good schools cost even more. How about maybe it says family time there? Maybe just to buy you a little bit more time freedom to be able to spend more time with your family, certainly to invest in certain things. Well, we want to invite you in this time here with us to maybe dream again if you stopped dreaming. And the lady that you see there, she is somebody that I'm going to tell you about in a minute. She is the lady who, a fellow coach of ours, Fran Petoskey, and she heads up the amazing team that we're part of. But I'm going to skip a slide here, and I'll tell you a little bit of my story. So, you know, you heard me say my name's Dana Crabtree, and that is actually my before and after picture there. I am a wife and mom. My wonderful husband, we've been married 14 years now. You can't believe how fast it goes by. And we have two great kids. They're 10 and 5. Nick is 10, Lena's 5. And I am a full-time working mom. I am a full-time college music instructor, and my husband does the same thing. He's at the community college here in town, and I'm at the four-year university. We actually are both opera singers, and so we do everything voice-related. We teach voice, we direct choir, all that kind of thing. How did I get involved with Beachbody, and what in the world does that have to do with Beachbody? Well, what happened, you see me on the left there, and that was May of 2011. So I'm stress eater, busy mom, and you know, just wasn't really, I was putting my own health on the back burner. That's something that a lot of women can relate to. Hello, Lena. Okay, can you go ask Daddy? Thank you, baby. She was 2, and I found myself at my heaviest. I was 85 pounds heavier than I am now, and basically then when I had gotten married. And so all that pregnancy weight gain, I never really quite took it off, and many things. And what happened was, you know, I mentioned that I am a voice teacher. Well, I also, as part of that, I still perform a lot. I enjoy doing that. And I found myself about that time really not wanting to perform anymore. I never thought I would feel that way or say that I didn't want to perform anymore. But I had gotten to the point where I was just feeling so all the time, from having all that extra weight to carry around. I was tired, I was cranky, and in many ways didn't want to do the things that I'd always loved to do. And so I knew something had to change. Well, what happened was that I had ordered a fitness program from Beachbody, a home fitness program called Slim in 6, and maybe you've heard of that. And I started that in May of 2011, and finished that program. It was a 6-week program, and I just kept on. I found, Beachbody has all these other programs, and I found myself for the first time really developing consistent exercise habits. It was just so convenient. I could do it in my home, and I was following their healthy eating plans that came with the workouts and drinking Shakeology. And so I just did fitness program after fitness program, and then I never even set out to lose 85 pounds. I didn't think it was possible. I just thought, well, you know, if I get down to whatever weight, I'll be fine. And well, a year later, there I was, and you can see me there on the right. And so, of course, I am very passionate because I found a way, and I found this complete solution. And so I love helping other people to do the same, particularly moms who are just like me. And so, you know, I'll flip back to Fran here so that you understand. If you join us, and you become a Team Beachbody coach, you know, you would be joining our team. And here is our leader. I was telling you a little bit about Fran Petoskey, and the name of our bigger team that she heads up is called Team Kahakai Kino, which is Hawaiian for Beachbody. She is an amazing mentor to us. She has been a coach for, I think 6 years now, going on 6 years. And she has just helped a whole lot of people. Now, I'm gonna tell you her coach rank and everything, and that may sound like Greek to you. Don't worry about that. But I'm a diamond coach. She is a 10-star diamond coach, to give you an idea. And she is also 3-time elite. And so what that means is, well, she has a huge team of coaches and people that she has helped, but she's also elite are the top, I think, 0.02% in the entire company. Let's see, after 5 years as a coach, she was able to leave her full-time job. 38 years, I'm sorry about that, 38 years in the same industry, the hospitality industry. And she was able to get that kind of financial freedom to leave. And then what she did was she turned around just a couple of months after that. She was able to retire her husband, who also was a college professor. So they now enjoy a wonderful life of that financial freedom, and they're just more passionate about helping other people to do the same if that is what they want for themselves. So I'm going to go here now and start telling you about our company in a nutshell. It's really fascinating how Beachbody started out, because we now have this network of coaches that you see, and we're called Team Beachbody, but we didn't start that way. We just started as an infomercial company in 1998, founded by 2 guys literally on the beach, and their names are Carl Deichler and John Congdon. And so they wanted to do fitness, home fitness, and home fitness programs that were on DVD and market this through infomercials, and that is exactly what they started doing. You may have heard of some of our earlier workout programs, and they are things like Power 90 and Slim and 6. Also one called Turbo Jam for you there. And so those are kind of, those had great success. They are kind of more foundational fitness programs, kind of more geared toward beginners, and people were getting great results from those. And then what happened was, after those successes, Carl asked Tony Horton, who is the creator for Power 90 and the trainer for Power 90, to do something that really hadn't been done before. And that was to develop, he wanted to bring extreme fitness into the home. And so he asked Tony to develop an extreme home fitness program. And that is how the very world famous P90X was born. And they launched that in 2003. It became the #1 infomercial in the country. And it was selling like hotcakes, like wildfire. But there was a problem. And that problem was that so many people's copies of P90X were sitting on their shelves collecting dust. Now, maybe you can guess why that was. I know why that was, because I'll tell you guys, my husband and I attempted P90X about a year before I ever tried Slim and 6. And that was that it was a hard program. And people just kind of, they got excited when they see the infomercial, and then you get it and you realize, okay, I've bitten off more than I can chew. I really remember feeling that way. And so people just got discouraged, and they just, put it back away and never finished it. Well, instead of only seeing this as, just a problem and, well, I'm just going to give up and forget about it, Carl said, this is an opportunity. So he sought a solution. And that is really how our wonderful network of coaches known as Team Beachbody was born. See, what happened was that, there'd always been this website. And on the website for Beachbody was this great community, these message boards. And this was really kind of before everybody was on Facebook. And so it was this great community. In fact, Fran was on those message boards all the time. And what he went and he observed on these boards how there were just certain customers who were doing well with these programs, P90X and everything else, and they would just be encouraging the ones that would log on and just say, oh, I don't think I can do it. And they just help them through, just very naturally, people helping people. So he said, okay, he said, I'm going to create a network of coaches, and I'm going to make these financial incentives for anybody that wants to serve as a coach. I'm going to reward them financially for helping others through our fitness programs. So he started with a group of 40 founding coaches, and that was in 2007. 2007, and it just grew so rapidly. We do have over 200,000 coaches, and this is in the United States, Puerto Rico, and Canada. We only recently started our international expansion, and that was this past summer with Canada, and we're just only going to keep going from there. Coming soon, really kind of coming next, will be South America and Europe. And of course, for me, I told you all, I'm on the border of Mexico, so we're like, come on, Mexico. Now, we got to sort of toot our own horn just a little bit, but I'll try not to be too obnoxious. I do want to tell you why we think our company rocks. And so you see some important stats. We are A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and that's a big deal. That's not an easy rating to get. You may have heard of the DSA, or the Direct Selling Association. There are a lot of companies that are in the DSA, you know, from like Mary Kay or Herbalife or Nerium, any of those kind of companies. Well, we're in the DSA, and we are in their top 20 of their companies list. But also the DSA has a special list called the Global 100, the Global 100. And in 2013, we were ranked 38th in the DSA Global 100. And at that point, we had 328 million in revenues. What's really neat about that fact is that of those top 100 companies in that Global 100, at the time, we had not yet expanded internationally, and we were the only company in that group of 100 who had not expanded internationally. All those other companies on that list were in all these other international markets, but not us, and we were 38th. So I hope you can see with that how we're poised for such really an amazing opportunity as we really go global now. It's only going to get better. So now you might be asking, why though? Why are we so passionate as coaches about what we do, and why really do we exist? What's our reason for being? And this map is going to help you to understand that. Look, it comes down to our concern for future generations, and it is about the trend of obesity. You don't even need to look at this map to know. All any of us need to do really is just to look around us now, and we can see that it's such a growing health problem in this country. What this map shows you is, and you see how it's by state, and you see the different years there from 1991 and that's only up to 2010. By state, the percentage of that particular state's population that would be considered medically obese. Okay, and pretty much the lighter blue it is, then it's the lowest percentage of that the state's population that is obese, and then the further toward the dark red, the worse it is, the higher the percentage. So in 1991, mostly blue, even though you had some dark blue. Look at that. And then look by 2010, there's not even any blue on there. And so I think we would be even more floored if we could see the current map. And so this is really why we do what we do. Our company's slogan is ending the trend of obesity. Now that might sound like pie in the sky, like, come on, you really think what you're doing, you're gonna make this big of an impact on the trend of obesity? Well, we really do believe that, because what it comes down to is every time that just one person, every time that I or you push play on our DVD player to get another workout done, or we just encourage another person to do that, we are impacting the trend of obesity. And it really comes down to our homes. And this is how I think of it. You know, I told you I'm a mom, and I think back, and when I was at my unhealthiest and my heaviest, I was not setting a good example for my kids in terms of taking care of themselves and eating healthy. And that's a whole other conversation. But, you know, I knew I had to start with me. And of course, I wasn't going to nag them. I thought, well, let me start with me. That's a big enough challenge. And so I did my thing. And then sure enough, it's really just about being a good influence. And so this has a very, very happy ending in my home. My husband, I'm very blessed. He's wonderfully supportive. Now, he didn't join me in the beginning with my workouts or anything like that, but it wasn't too long after that he started asking questions, and he has done wonderfully. He lost 55 pounds, and we work out together at 6 a.m. every morning. And our kids have started eating healthier. We're a work in progress, but they're aware of what the healthy choices are, and they do it. And they're also really, really active. They're both in Taekwondo training 5 days a week. And so, there's hope. And it just started with me just impacting the trend of obesity in my own home. And so just think about that. Everybody doing that in their own home. So then the next question is, you might be saying, well, or some people might be saying, I'm not in shape. I don't know anything. I might not be at my goal. I don't know anything about fitness or nutrition. I'm not an expert. I don't know anything about business. How would I do this? Well, this is where we break it down for you in very simple terms with the who, the when, the where. Who can be a coach? Everyone. There's not a cookie cutter mold of what a coach looks like. It's people from all walks of life, from doctors, lawyers, people from Wall Street, stay-at-home moms, teachers. Are some of them, some Beachbody coaches, personal trainers, or nutritionists? Well, yes, some of them happen to be, but you don't have to be at all. And there's no certifications or specializations that are required. I want to stress this again. You don't have to be at your goal weight or at whatever your fitness goal is to be a coach. You don't have to be ripped. You don't have to be have a six pack. In fact, a lot of people find you more relatable if you're not at that point. And, when I became a coach, I was not yet at my particular goal, and I'm so glad that I didn't wait. What happened was that I just loved the products that I was using, and you know how when you find something that you love, you just naturally tell people about it. You see a great movie, well, you got to tell everybody. And it was just like that. So really, the answer to that question is just anybody who wants to be healthy and fit. You got to want to be healthy and fit. Who is willing to just invite others along on their journey as they get healthy and fit, who just wants a different outcome and maybe wants a discount on their products, from that to greater ambitions. So that's the answer to that question. Now, when do you do this business? Well, that's the beauty of it, is you do own your own business and you set your own hours. And it really just depends on what your goals are as a coach, what you want out of it. Where? Well, this is one of my favorite things. From your smartphone, my phone's over there charging, I can't hold it up for you, but or from your computer, really from anywhere. I love that if I choose to, while I'm standing in line at the grocery store, I can be on my phone and I'm messaging with people, inviting them to challenge groups or with my coaches on my team. Anything. It's just a beautiful thing how you can fit it into your busy life. And I told you guys how busy I am with working full time. And the thing is that, I was telling you, my kids, I'm chauffeur for them because they are involved in stuff every single night of the week. And 2/3 out of each semester, my husband is actually not home in the evenings because he has to teach at night. So we have a crazy life, and I still do it. I still fit it in. How? Well, through personal interaction and social media. Really just, it's just about a very natural way of speaking to people and just cultivating relationships. Now, I will say that as a coach, we get and we give really great in-depth training on how to do that, how to really talk to people so that there's no icky feeling. I don't feel like I'm trying to sell something to somebody that they don't want. Not at all. In fact, what we find is, whenever you're talking to people, when you're out and about, or even if you're not out and about and you're just on social media, if you ever notice that so many conversations turn to two things, our weight, and we talk about food. And so really it's a hot topic, and people are looking for solutions. And that's the beauty of it, is that we can say, well, you know what, I found a solution, and this is what I'm doing, and it's working for me. It's everything I found that I need to succeed in one place, and let me offer this to you. So it's a very gratifying thing to be able to offer people solutions. It doesn't feel like selling at all. So this is so cool. I want to tell you a little bit about our brands, because I think that a lot of people don't recognize or they don't realize the breadth of our product line. We have so many things. I thought for the longest time that it was just pretty much P90X and Slim in 6, or at least when I first started out. Not at all. So across the top here, you see this picture of all of our celebrity trainers there. They are the ones in our home fitness programs that they create them, and they're the ones leading those workouts. They each have their own wonderful personalities, and they're all very motivating in their own way. And that's the cool thing, is that you can kind of find who you relate to the most, who really inspires you. You also see, we have a picture there right underneath the trainers, just on the left there, you see Shakeology. That's our core nutritional, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a bit, but it's an amazing superfood dense nutrition shake. The picture there in the middle is the 21-day fix, and that is one of our newer programs. And it really kind of was this record-breaking thing. Why? Well, you see, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but in that picture you see some different colored little containers. Now that program certainly comes with workouts, as the rest of our programs do. But this one, there's a strong focus on nutrition. Now, all of our workout programs come with an eating plan. They do, and they're all great. But the 21-day fix with those different little size containers teaches portion control, because so many people, that's really the key for them. You can even overeat on healthy food. So when that product came out in February, it sold out in 4 days. It was so popular, and still wildly popular. You also see down here on the bottom left, P90. That's our newest one. And of course, you have heard of P90X. And I talked about how we started out with Power 90 from Tony Horton. Well, P90 is this foundational program that is kind of along the lines of Power 90, but way improved with all the current research. And I love it because the slogan of it is, it's your turn. I will tell you, I am currently doing P90 right now, even though I'm very used to doing, I've gotten my fitness to a level where I do, pretty extreme things, and I love those extreme things and how they push me. But P90, I'm enjoying that so much right now because, well, I can modify things up when I need to, but I'm leading a group of people through this workout who are just starting out, and my heart, I have found, is kind of for the people that think, I could never do that. I can't do that. And it's a program like this that shows them, it starts them slow and shows them, yes, they can. And just to see, we just finished our second week, and to see the confidence in these people, they're already going like, I feel myself getting better at this. I can do this. And so it's what I live for. Payo, I was talking with one of you about that. That one is, it takes moves from Pilates. It takes moves from yoga, although it's really neither. But it's functional flexibility. It's an incredible program. It's fun. It's to great music. And of course, people know us for Insanity, for the extreme things like Insanity. And those trainers that you see above that Insanity logo, they are for Les Mills Combat, which is a fun mixed martial arts program. And you see some more of our nutritionals up at the top, of 3-day refresh and the ultimate reset. So there's so much. Okay, now here's why, some more about why we think Beachbody is just the best thing ever. I want to tell you that when I started out as a coach, I really did not sign up as a coach to build a business. And I really kind of just wanted my discount on my products, particularly my Shakeology, which coaches do get. They do get a discount. I didn't want to build a business. In fact, I was just skeptical about it. I had a bad taste in my mouth from some previous experiences with network marketing companies and that kind of thing. But what happened was that I got to know other coaches who had been doing this a little bit longer, and I started to just open my eyes and see all of this great success that they were having in their coaching businesses. And I thought, well, you know what? I really should give it a second look in terms of really building a business as a coach. Well, here are some of the great advantages. You have world-class home fitness programs, which I hope we've shown you by now, and nutritional products. And so with the world-class nutritional products, we are the proudest of Shakeology. Now, I understand skepticism about shakes. I really do, because they're just a dime a dozen and there's so many out there. Shakeology is truly different. It is an all-natural vitamin and superfood shake. We call it a daily dose of dense nutrition. If you read the ingredient label for Shakeology, I think your mind will be blown. You can compare it to anything else. You won't find anything else like it out there. I don't just call it a protein shake because it's not just that. It has protein, but tons of other superfoods, prebiotics, probiotics. It is not, I can't really call it medicine. That would not be fair. But we can tell you that it has been clinically proven to help in weight loss, because we understand that weight loss is a byproduct of good nutrition. So to help in weight loss, reduction in cholesterol, clinically proven, and reduction in blood pressure. I drink it every single day. I cannot go a day without it. And I say this quite seriously to you. I was 3 days or so into drinking it when I first started, and I looked straight at my husband while I was making one for myself. I said, if you or anybody takes this from me, I will kill you. I was absolutely serious, because all of a sudden I was not a cranky mom anymore. What else do you get as a coach? Accountability, really an extra level of accountability and support for your own health and fitness transformation goals. Certainly our retail customers get accountability as well, because we get them involved in challenge groups, and we just provide unparalleled support for them. But it's really cool as a coach. You get that even more. And even starting out as a coach, you do not have to be an expert, as I said before. And what we do is we plug you into one of our challenge groups as you just work on your own health and fitness goals. It's a very rewarding career of helping others to achieve success in all facets of their life. So not just their fitness, but I can tell you that in my own life, I've been able to improve so many things just by getting healthy, but it started with getting healthy, and you get to turn around and do that for other people. And I will tell you too, that just getting success stories from people that I help in my challenge groups, getting that email or that message that just says, you have no idea what this has meant to me. I would do this even if I didn't get paid for it. We do, though, have, I will say, a generous compensation plan, which I'll tell you a little bit more about. And we do get discounts on all of our products. And I think that is important to understand, that we do get paid well. We get a 25% discount on any of our purchases. Let's see, what else? We do have, our company has very rapid product development, and I hope that you saw that from that previous slide. That really, they're just constantly coming out with new things. In fact, next month we have the Insanity Max 30 coming out. So those will be, it's from Shaun T, the Insanity creator, but those workouts are 30 minutes long, and it's going to be even more challenging, I think, than Insanity. So we just constantly have new things. We're not that network marketing company that has relied kind of just on the same product for 30 years. We don't do that. We keep coming out with new stuff. And what else? That you work according to your goals. It really just depends on what you want to do. You won't find with us on our team and in our company that anybody who sponsors you into this business is pushing you to do more than you personally want to do with it. if you want to walk, we'll walk with you. If you want to run, we'll run with you. And that's how we do. There's very minimal overhead to do this, which that's important if you personally, or you know anybody who's ever had a traditional business, brick and mortar business. Those have very, very high startup costs, and we really have very minimal overhead. The cost monthly of being a coach is really just your monthly Shakeology, which you're going to drink anyway, which at the discount is $100. And then we pay a monthly, what we call business service fee, that's $15.95. And that goes to cover so much. It covers the websites that the company gives you to run your business. They handle all the inventory. We don't stock any of that. They really handle all of the customer service. So it's an incredible bargain. Also, there are good tax benefits to this. I don't want to go too much into the detail of that, but I will just say that anything that you have to purchase, anything you have to use to run your business is tax deductible. So that is really good to know. There's potential for great tax savings there. However, I will also say, I mentioned the discount. If you don't want to build a business and you really just you love the stuff and you just want it at a discount, that's totally okay too. You can be what I like to call a closet coach and not tell anybody, and you just enjoy it. That's fine. Also, just a couple more benefits. Everybody knows our brands because we're still an infomercial company. Beachbody spends $100 million in their advertising campaigns that creates, this figure is staggering to me, 50 to 70,000 new customers a week. And what happens to those customers? Well, they are assigned a free coach. So any coach who is at the Emerald rank and above, and Emerald is, all you need to know is that's really a pretty easy rank to achieve. It doesn't take very long. It doesn't take very much. Then these new customers are randomly assigned to Emerald and above coaches. And so they are your customer leads, and the company gives you their contact information, and we train you how to get in touch with them and build the relationship and just support them through their fitness program. And so you support and you motivate them. And what's really cool is that if they continue to purchase anything, then you earn commissions on all those future purchases from that customer. Super cool. Now, I know you're probably wondering this, how do we earn? And so I'm going to try to keep this basic, but these are good things to see. It's two categories I want you to think of. It's retail sales, that's one category, and then the other side is team building. And so all of our products sold, we earn a 25% commission. So to keep that very basic, let's say I sell a month's supply of Shakeology, which at retail is $129.99. I get a $32 commission. Okay, so 25%. There also, if I sell a challenge pack, which is really the best deal that we've got, it gives somebody everything they need to succeed. A challenge pack is it consists of the workout program of a person's choice and the first month worth of Shakeology on an auto ship program and very discounted shipping and personalized meal plan, all those things in one thing. It's a challenge pack, and I get a little bit increased commission if someone buys a challenge pack through me. So that's the retail side. Then with the team building side, that's the other four or the next three bullet points that you see there. I can earn something called a team cycle bonus, and that's if I have sponsored other coaches onto my team, then I have the potential to earn some bonuses on their production. Also another kind of bonus related to that called a matching bonus, and then a leadership quarterly bonus. And then free luxury vacations. This is super cool because, I don't know about you, but with companies like this, when they talk about winning those luxury vacations, I tend to think, okay, well, that's just for the very, very top people in that company. They're the only ones that win that. Well, certainly there are some luxury vacations with Beachbody coaches that only the very, very top coaches qualify for and win. However, there's something we have called Success Club, and there is a Success Club trip every single year. And a lot of coaches I know earn those trips. In fact, I've earned one as well. And so it is, you have to work for it, but it's something that is actually quite common that coaches do earn here. So that's exciting. So the big question here is, of course, how do you join if you are interested in joining us? And I hope that you are. Well, we basically have 3 ways I'm going to tell you about. And so the first way is really the one that we recommend, and that's with the purchase of a challenge pack. And so just to reiterate to you what a challenge pack is, that is the fitness program of your choice and Shakeology and $2 shipping. And they start at $140 and they go up from there. It just depends on which workout program you choose. And that's, $140. You may have heard me say the retail price of Shakeology a minute ago, which is $130 for a month's worth. And you break that down, that's a little over $4 per meal. So you're buying 30 meals worth up front, the healthiest, without question, meals that you could possibly get in the form of a shake, $130. And so $140 for $10 more for certain ones of these challenge packs, you get an entire fitness program. Unreal. And they go up from there. The cool thing about enrolling as a coach with a challenge pack is that the one-time coach enrollment fee of $40 is waived. You don't have to pay that. And in fact, you may have, I don't know, if you're on this webinar and you think, well, I previously purchased a challenge pack as a customer. Okay, if that's you, you can actually upgrade for free as a coach. There's a way to do that, and we can show you how to do that. Although there's, if you're thinking of that there's maybe another workout program that you do want to get, then you may just want to go on and do a challenge pack with your coach enrollment, and we can show you how to do that too. Even if you're still on your Shakeology Home Direct, we can help you out with all that. There is a very special challenge pack called the Showcase Challenge Pack that is a little more expensive. It's $245. However, it's an amazing deal because that has 3 of our most popular workout programs in it, and that's the T25, P90X3, and the 21-Day Fix. And these also have all of your business building tools that you need to get started. Okay, so that's the first way, challenge pack. The second way is to just purchase Shakeology on Home Direct and then pay the $40 one-time sign-up fee. I would not actually recommend that, and the reason is because when you add that up, that's almost the price of a $140 challenge pack. You might as well get a challenge pack. And by the way, we have some great promotions this month. The $140, the one that's on sale for $140 this month is the PIO challenge pack, and so it's an excellent deal. Okay, and then the third and final way is where you just simply pay the $40 enrollment fee, and you have 30 days to go on and purchase something to get active. I would not recommend this way because you would not have active status as a coach because you wouldn't be drinking Shakeology, and then if you're not drinking it, then it's just hard to share something that you're not experiencing the benefits of yourself. I hope you can understand that reasoning. So that's really, in summary there, the 3 different ways that you can join. And, I mentioned something about that, we give you all the training that you need, and we really just start you out very simple with having you join one of our challenge groups so that you can just work on your own transformation. We don't throw you immediately into running a challenge group. It's nothing like that. Well, I want to tell you, I'm so excited because for this month, we actually have a group starting on a week from tomorrow on the 17th to help people for the first 10 days of their fitness program. And then the one I'm super excited about is that we have a 21-day challenge that's going to be starting on December 1st, so right after Thanksgiving. And we are helping people through the holidays, helping them, enjoy whatever little treats and things, but learning how to sort of pick and choose. And so they're not depriving themselves, but they're not going to gain weight through the holidays, maybe even lose a little bit and have some great results so that you go into the new year not hating yourself. How awesome would that be? Why wait to the new year? Don't do that. So that is that. And so, we're at the end here, and I want to just, it asks you there, are you ready for a change? Do you want more? And, there's no reason that this can't help you, even if you just decide you want to be like what I was calling a closet coach and just work on your own health and fitness at the best discount. Great. You're going to love it. But, also if you're thinking, no, I would like to, join and do even more with this, and I'm ready to rock it. Well, I hope that you are looking at yourself in the mirror and you're saying, why not me? It's time. So, we want you to talk to the person who invited you, whoever invited you. Just know that, even if your answer is no, that's cool. Just know that whoever invited you has your best interest at heart. We hope to see you soon joining our team Kahakai Kino. And that I hope to see that you're being welcomed on our team Facebook page there. I hope I see your name and your face. If you will, what I want to ask you to do now, and if you're taking notes, you might want to write these categories down. This is how I like to do, is I'm going to give you basically 6 different options here, because I find that people, after they hear this, they kind of fall into certain categories. I'm going to tell you what they are, and then that way you can follow up with the person who invited you and feel no pressure, and you can just tell them which of these 6 you fall into, and you have our word that we're not going to try to, whatever your decision is, we're not going to try to talk you out of it. So you can really have peace of mind there. So here they are. And the first one is just thanks, but no thanks. Okay. The second one is, I think I just want to be a retail customer, not a coach. I don't want to worry about getting any kind of discount or anything like that. So that's category 2, just a retail customer. Category 3 is, I want to be a coach just for the discount. Okay. Closet coach. That's option number 3. Option number 4 is, yes, I would like to enroll as a coach, and I think I want to earn just a little bit of extra money and possibly save on taxes. That's number 4. Number 5 is, I want to do this, but I've got some questions. I have questions. And number 5 is, get out of my way. I am ready to rock this. All right. So that's your categories there. Let me check. I'm going to stop the screen share here, but I'm just going to check in the chat. Okay. I don't see any questions there, but what I can do is, let me see with my settings. I want to unmute you guys, manage participants. There we go. And, let me unmute you. There we go. Okay. Does anybody have any questions for me while you're on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess, I'm just wondering how many hours a day you would say you spend, working, and if you, whatever works for you, if you have like a set time of the day that you devote, more or less unfocused time to it, or if you just kind of do it as you go, as you find time throughout the day with all of your other.
Oh, thank you for asking that. Yeah. Okay. Now I have pretty big goals. Okay. So that's something to take into consideration. So I'd say probably per week I spend, for me, about 12 to 15 hours. And I do schedule my time, Maris, and I schedule certain time that is just very focused, where I'm actually able to get kind of some quiet time. But you saw my daughter just come in here, and that's life, and that happens too. And so I do have, for me, sometimes it is just little things as I go. But I've actually gotten better about that. And I try to be, I'm losing my train of thought on how I spend my time. But I work from a list, and I try to not multitask as much as I used to. Yeah. So
Okay.
we work with people on that too. But again, it depends on your goals, but that's about what I do. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Other questions? Oh, you guys are a quiet bunch. Okay. Hi, Tiffany. And you have your time.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
So let me just ask one quick question because I've got to go here. But so the way I understood it, though, we're not supposed to try and recruit people. We get assigned people. Is that correct?
You know what? Well, let me tell you, I'm glad you asked that. In order to be assigned people, you would need to sponsor some coaches. And usually if you get to that point where the people are assigned to you, you're going to want to still be sponsoring coaches to be doing recruiting too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you, there's some people who really kind of only want to just do retail and not really do any team building, and that's okay too. Yeah. Okay, so that answers your question.
It does, yes. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, other questions?
I guess going off of what you were talking about earlier in answer to my first question, do you ever get overwhelmed, like trying to balance so many different, not clients, I guess, but people that you're coaching, and you were saying you try not to multitask too much, but how do you seem to balance that?
I wish I could tell you I wish I could tell you I'm perfect at that. But I've gotten a lot better. Do I ever? Yeah, sometimes I get overwhelmed. I don't get overwhelmed now as much as I used to. I think that's the cool thing is you just get better. And Fran is an awesome mentor because she's done this already. And so, she shares with us a lot of great wisdom. And she's also very good about helping us to make sure that our priorities in terms of if we have a family, which I do, that when we're scheduling whatever business hours we schedule, for those of us that do really have kind of big goals like myself, that we schedule our family time. And one of my favorite things that she does, she says okay, when you make out your schedule and your calendar for the week, you need to schedule a date night on there. She tells us that we actually get that assignment. So yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, and I don't want people to think that, I think you understand this, that if you want to really do, if you want to earn a lot, let's say if you want to be able to do this full time and come home from your job, let's say, that it's not going to be hard work or that it's going to be some overnight thing, because it's not. Sure, you're going to hear a success story now and then of somebody who, shot to the top of the company overnight. But yeah, I mean, those are very few and far between, and it does take work, but you learn how to work smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart.
Mm-hmm. I think it's such a great thing for an actor.
Yeah.
Maris with actors, and I mean, I waitress for a living, and I started really trying to do this a couple weeks ago, and I've already been very successful.
Well, you recruited me, so.
I recruited Maris. But yeah, it's like the perfect, I'm so happy that I found it, just so happy.
And you guys are actors. Okay, come on. What actor doesn't need to stay at their best?
Yeah.
And what
well, that's why.
Yes.
And Chris and I originally did the program together on a contract we were on.
Oh my gosh. And I take it you guys know Megan. Is that how you?
I know Megan.
You know Megan.
I did a contract with Megan.
And she doesn't want to have to do.
And she almost doesn't. She's almost, this will be her full-time job. And a little less than a year, or a little over a year maybe.
And Lord knows you need, and it's the kind of thing, yes, it matches, our income matches the amount of effort we're putting in, certainly, but you're in control of it in that way. So, I mean, if you put in the work, I mean, you can have something steady that you love to do and that you really can design your schedule with it. And
I do it. Well, I'm in no way near as seasoned as you are, but I've been doing it on the go, and it's been really successful for me.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's it's like, if you choose to do that on the go, because that may really work for you,
When you say on the go, do you mean just like in your spare time when you're not working, or is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, well, I'm like talking about when I'm, it's the opposite of what Dana was saying, which I'm sure that once I get a little more serious about it, I will schedule out my time. But I've been doing it like walking to the train or on the train, or like when I'm sitting at an audition, or when I'm waiting for a friend at a coffee shop. I try not to do it when I'm like with people because I want to set those boundaries right away. But I've been doing it just whenever I have a little spare time, and just that adds up. And it's been really easy.
Yeah.
Not to say that it will always be easy, but it has been thus far, and it's been fun too.
I think maybe the word is natural. It's very natural.
Yeah. And I've reconnected with a lot of people that I reconnected with as well.
Mm-hmm. And you're Tiana, you're you're a group fitness instructor, right?
I just got certified in Turbo, and I've never actually I've like done swim instruction before, and I've done like stuff like that, but I've never actually taught a class.
Okay.
So this is gonna be the first time as far as that goes, but yeah, I'm definitely interested to know, like, how, it'll be interesting to get trained as like how to recruit people, how to talk, how to speak with them.
Okay, well, what is so neat is that there are a lot of very successful coaches who are group fitness instructors who, they didn't start out as coaches. They were first group fitness instructors, and who, and they do their coaching part in such a way that, it's not a conflict of interest with wherever they are an instructor. But in fact, she was my PIO trainer. When I went and got certified, she's doing very well. She does it full time and retired her husband. And I've stayed in contact with her, and I asked her, it's like, how have you become so successful? I said, do you talk to people at your classes? She said, no. And she said, and even other people that she knows who are in the fitness industry, very few of them actually become coaches. For her, it's a social media thing, and it's so many just of the people that she knows on social media who would not otherwise come to her classes. She's like, okay, but they want her advice. And so she says, let me show you what you can do. And that's what she does.
My mom's considering being a coach too. She's been listening in. She has a few questions for you as well.
Sure.
This is Mary, everybody.
Hi, I'm older.
Yay!
I've just lost 65 pounds on my own.
Wow.
But my daughter and I are CrossFit maniacs.
Awesome.
So we CrossFit. So I was going to ask the pretty gal in the dark black dress, did you actually recruit, Allison, did you recruit enough people to become a level to where you were assigned as a coach?
I did that I signed up as a coach like a couple months ago, but I didn't really have time to sort of start devoting any time, and it seemed sort of daunting. And all of a sudden I just decided to go for it, and I recruited that in a couple days, and I'm set to be diamond in like 2 weeks.
Wow. So it's not that hard to.
No.
The thing that I'm concerned about is that I've already lost 65 pounds. And so people ask me, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? Well, you know what? I'm doing it on my own because I'm not eating any sugar, any fat, anything. I mean, I'm not following any kind of, I read the Shakeology, the contents of it. And I'm like, this thing has, typically you have to buy 6 different products.
Right.
Included, you have to get a probiotics, you have to get, all those things, and where you're getting everything in one shake. And I'm curious, like I've got like 20 pounds left on me that I want to get rid of. And I can't get it off, and I'm working 5 days a week. And I mean, I just can't seem to just drop that last bit and get down to what, that. So anyway,
yeah.
If I start using Shakeology and I get skinny, then I can say, okay, well, wow, it was a lot easier. I should have done this a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But I'm 65. I have a coach that I just signed on who lost a lot of weight doing just, natural stuff like you did.
Yeah.
She wasn't using the program, but she had a before and after, and she she didn't lie at all. She said, you know, this is what I do. This is what I did. I've been focusing on eating healthy, and now I want to take it one step further. I want to use Shakeology. She's doing 21-day fix with me, and Maris is going to join me too. So that's cool. And so I don't know exactly the question that you're asking. If you're asking Shakeology is going to help you lose that 20 pounds,
No,
or if you're asking,
would you be a good coach that you didn't like, you know, like for example, she lost 85 pounds using their program. I can be 100%. Is I didn't really lose 65. I lost 65 on my own.
There's no need to lie about that, but for you to say that this is something that you believe in and you're going to continue your fitness or your nutrition goals using Shakeology and trying this out, people will respond to that too.
Yeah, because I'm totally guilty. I have everything. I have P90, every one of those programs. I have them all. They're all sitting in my garage. I have a workout gym and everything. And the thing that got me going was CrossFit, because CrossFit it's a different kind of thing. And I'm just wondering if I would be because I'm not using those extra. I'm doing the same thing everybody else does. I'm leaving them on the shelf.
Well, nothing wrong with CrossFit. I mean, we've got, you know, I'm thinking of a coach that's on our team that is a CrossFit trainer, and she loves that. She still continues to do it and to be a trainer for that, and still does. I mean, she started, you know, to lead people in Beachbody workouts that maybe wouldn't come to her CrossFit class, and she drinks Shakeology. It is a natural fit for her. And I mean, would that mean you have to stop doing CrossFit? Of course not. You may find ways that you can incorporate some of our workouts just kind of into your routine, where you just sort of, you know how when the last bit of weight is the hardest to lose. And I know the Shakeology is going to help you, but it's just changing things up a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to do that every so often anyway. You know?
Well, you know what? CrossFit actually encourages that you do another sport. You're only supposed to do that like 3 days a week, and then you're supposed to do something else. So, I mean.
And your body gets used to things.
Yeah.
You know, like you hit a plateau, and then you have to change it up. Otherwise, you're not going to lose that last 20 pounds or 5 pounds or however much it is.
Right. So how would that be, having a mother-daughter doing it?
It would be amazing.
Yeah. That would be so cool. That would be very cool.
Oh, that would be funny. Anyway, it's a pleasure listening to you. Congratulations on your success. Your energy is contagious. And I know, oh my God, are you kidding me? Girls, don't you agree? Everybody, your energy is contagious. Are you kidding me? And the other thing that's really good is we do support. Like, everybody's seeing me and going, I want to do that. How can I do that? And so I'm already coaching people without being a coach. I'm connecting coaching, but I'm drinking these shakes from GNC. And then I'm getting all this conflicting advice. Oh, don't drink shakes. It's better for you to learn to eat. If you're not, you're getting all this conflicting, you know what I mean? I'm sure you have lots of people who say that to you, right? Like, one person's telling you this, telling me that, take this pill, do this, do that, do this, do this. It's not that complicated. It's called eat right, exercise.
It shouldn't be, but yeah, I understand. Well, and the nice thing about Shakeology, I'll say, is that it's only recommended to drink one a day. You're only replacing one meal or snack a day with it. So it's not a liquid diet. Now, some people, I will tell you, I have days where I drink 2 shakes in a day because it's just crazy. But yeah, I mean, everything else, we pretty much, right, Allison, we pretty much advocate eating like 5 times a day, give or take. And so the rest of the food we eat is regular food. All the meal plans that come, well, if you have some of the fitness programs with the meal.
I'm actually using my P90X menu plan for my meal. So I'm actually using some of the meal plans.
Oh.
And then the 21-day came out. Hey, can I ask you a question? I noticed Shakeology is not sold on TV. I mean, I don't see it. Is that going to be start being sold on TV?
Yes. Up until now, it's been exclusive to the Coach Network, which has been really nice for us, because the only way they can get it is to us. But what we did hear is that I think starting in early 2015, they are going to start advertising for it. Yeah, but I'm trying to remember what all it is about that. That it's actually going to be even better for us. They're going to make sure that we still, because they're going to be assigned a coach and everything. So,
one last question, and I'm going to go away. When you're coaching people, are you emailing them? Are you texting them? How are you communicating?
Any way that works for them and for you. I really do, and a lot of us do most of our things through Facebook, but you don't have to. If email and phone call and text and it is better for you and better for them, it's fine.
Okay.
Could you technically make like a Facebook page just for like Beachbody, like Tianamo Beachbody coach or something like that?
I do. Some people choose to do that. I do have one that's just Dana Crabtree Fitness. And yeah, I mean, it's not something, you'll hear different opinions on it. I kind of don't recommend that a brand new coach does that to start with.
Oh yeah. No, not right now. I'm not ready at all for yet to be any new training.
What we show you to do is like that when you do post on your social media to start out with, right, Allison, about Beachbody, we show you how to do it in a way that is just very natural and non-salesy.
Yeah.
Who in the world wants to get bombarded with, just these salesy kind of posts, and they're like, who are you and what have you done with my friend? You've gone and you've joined some weird cult, no. Yeah. Okay.
Because I have a lot of different friends too that try all these different products. I don't remember what it is, but they show pictures of themselves before and after in progress, and that's how I got interested in their product too. But I never actually looked at it. That was, for me, was the one thing about like their being, I guess they are considered a coach for whatever it was, but they never ever told me what the ingredients were or anything like that. So I was always kind of skeptical. I was like, I don't know what's in this. I don't want to eat it I don't know what's in it. And that's what's nice about, I feel like for Shakeology, it's right there, so I don't know. They never actually, yeah.
It does. Like the ingredients are amazing. I've seen people who hate shakes, never would do shakes, blah, blah, blah. They look at the ingredients. My dad was one of them. He's like, I eat healthy enough. I sent it to him. He was like, oh, wow.
Yeah. I know, and that's the sad thing is that even, we now does not, and we should eat as healthy as we can, and we all try to, but even then, we're just, there's no hope of getting all of the nutrients that we need.
Yeah.
I'd say definitely, especially we're all trying to make do, and we all have not fairly busy lives, but it's like, it's nice to have a shake in the morning when you're running off to work at last minute because your alarm clock didn't go off.
Yeah, it saved my times.
Yeah, and the thing, you have to take all those pills. So you have to take your probiotic. You have to take, there's like 4 or 5 different things in there that when you go to, a GNC, you're getting just the protein and the carbohydrate, maybe a few, but then they tell you to take a multivitamin and blah, blah, blah. And you add up all of those and you're at least $250 a month.
Oh, yeah.
You have your shake, you have your probiotic, you have everything that I read in there. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like 5 and plus you have to swallow the pills, which are not really fun. And they kind of leave that nucky kind of flavor in you, you're kind of like, oh, it can't go down,
And the shakes are delicious.
Yeah, they're good. Fran made me a couple of smoothies over at the Athletic Club on Kauai. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it's like, some shakes that they're super healthy and they're really dry and like raspy. So when you swallow them, you feel like you're just swallowing some cactus leftovers. But like, it's like really like juicy. Cause my back of my throat dries out. That's why I don't drink coffee. And then I have to drink certain kind of teas because it dries out the back of my throat.
Yeah.
So I like that I liked it. I've tried
there
it.
She goes with her water. Oh, I love your water jug. That's great. I love the size of it. Yeah, you show us how much water you
I need to chug more today, ladies. I've been bad today with not getting my water. But
anyway,
I have to run. But
I'm gonna cut out.
Bye, Allie.
Bye, Allison.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, I actually need to run too and help get my kids to bed. Do you guys have any more questions or?
I have like 2 more really quick questions.
All right, girl, fire away.
So this definitely seems like something I'm interested in. And like Allie was saying, like we're both actors. So it seems like a really good job that would fit with kind of what we have to do is just completely crazy schedule and basically not, what am I looking for? Constant schedule. But I work on cruise ships. I just got off of one, and I might be going back to one because it's a good way for me to save money. And we had to pay for internet connection, like by the minute. So I'm wondering if I go back on a ship, how this would work for me, and if the cost of signing online, once a night or so, would make up for that,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on how much it costs you. Yeah. When are you doing that? When's the cruise?
Well, I don't know. I am interested in one that is starting in January, but I haven't received an offer. So.
Oh, okay.
It's a possibility, but.
It's a possibility. Oh, that would be cool. And then what about how often, I guess, I'm trying to say, how often do you guys, if you're working a cruise, how often do you get to go like on shore and say like maybe, because I don't know if you can do internet that way.
Yeah, that's true. Much of the time that I was on the ship last time when we went ashore, we were all looking for internet and such to keep in touch with family. So
yeah, and you still got to pay for it that way, I'm sure.
No, if you go to a coffee shop or whatever, and
they have the Wi-Fi.
We're always looking for Wi-Fi, so I guess that could be something that I could definitely do then.
Yeah,
that's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And then my other question was just, if I am interested in this, which I am, like, what's the next step for me? I paid the coach dues or whatever, and I ordered my challenge pack, which I'm still waiting on, but I'm excited for it to get here. I'm doing the 21-day fix with Allie. So
awesome. Yeah. So you're actually already enrolled as a coach then?
Yeah.
What's the next thing you do? Okay.
Right.
It would be to get with Allie and probably Megan. Have you met Megan yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay. That's going to be, she and Allie will schedule a 3-way Zoom or call.
Okay.
You can meet Megan, and they'll do the first step of training, which is this called a 7-day quick start, that they're going to go through that with you, and it'll just help with your very first steps. We ease you in that way.
Okay.
Try not to overwhelm you. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually meeting with friends.
Welcome.
With her later tonight. So.
Wait, I missed what you said. Say again.
Oh, Skyping or Zooming with a friend later tonight. So.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, cool.
Cool. Thank you.
You're so welcome, Mara. It's good to meet you.
It was great to meet you too.
I'll tell you something funny. I have my equity card.
Amazing.
Way back in the day.
An actor, singer?
Singer.
From singing. Okay.
Singer who dances was my classification.
That's so cool.
Did you ever hear of, now they closed down back in, I don't know, a couple of years ago. Very, very sad. But Carousel Dinner Theater that was in Akron, Ohio. Did you ever hear of that?
I don't know of it, but I've done plenty of dinner theater. So
yeah, they were actually the largest dinner theater in the country, and they would always, they would do their rounds of auditions and stuff in New York, and that was really my first professional gig, and that was where I got my equity card. I'd spend my summers there. Yeah.
How cool is that?
Funny, yeah. Anyway, well, all right. I'll let you go. Good meeting you.
Okay, you too. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.